Hey there, guys. Hey, I hope you're having a great day. We're back for some more fun action. We're going to play some of NHL 94 here, the recent modification, which includes fighting. So I'll tell you, I tried this out just a little bit this morning to make sure that it actually worked, and it does. So we'll go ahead and go through this. We're going to just keep it this way. This is what I was doing this morning. We want this to be auto control. I don't know, what does use your records do? Someone let me know. We'll have penalties on except for offside. We'll have line changes to auto. I like that idea. We want fighting on. I may do 10-minute here today so we can sort of look at this and see how long it takes. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I don't know what I just did. Anyway, I know the comment section is probably exploding right now with people telling me you did that wrong. So here we go. I did it wrong is indeed correct. I think I did that wrong as well. Get the puck. Get the puck. There we go. The puck is down here somewhere. I know it. I can smell it. I wanted to have that guy, and instead I changed to the other guy. There we go. That's a little bit better. Let's go over and get it, get it, get it, get it. There we go. That's a little bit more like it. So fighting is on, but whether we're going to see a fight or not is another question. But we'll see what happens. I did want to have line changes on so that we might end up with some guys in there who are enforcers and the like. So we'll see what we can do. Oh man, that was so close. Anyway, yeah, good times. So yesterday was the Super Bowl, but if you thought that there was no gameplay video because of the Super Bowl, you are mistaken. There was actually no gameplay video because I was spending all of my time doing the editing for the video that came out last night, which was about Blades of Steel. I know that that sounds like a really lame excuse, but it's actually true. Oh man, I should have passed it. He was wide open, and here I am doing whatever it was I was doing. Well, get out of my way. Anyway, so yeah, that's kind of what happened. What happened to me is I forgot that when I do one of these like video game videos that use a lot of gameplay clips, like it takes a long time. The reason why it takes a long time is because you end up going around and you're like, okay, what gameplay clip am I going to use to show this and that? And so you have to spend time actually like watching through gameplay film. I've tried to do other stuff for that. Like I've tried to index stuff out. There was a time where I thought, oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to yeah, there's your one-timer. That's how you tell it's NHL 94. You can't do that in the other games, but in this game, it's pretty easy. Anyway, like, the reason why... and the organ music is just great. The reason why it takes a long time is because, like, while I could go through and, like, mark down everything that happens in every video, like, every single point, usually you don't really want to do that because, you know, for these, reviews and stuff, for the most part, I'm not looking for like that one extreme, like rare thing that happened. I'm just looking for something like, okay, what is it like to play this game? What are the controls like and stuff? Can I find something that like shows what the controls are like? You know, that sort of thing. So, you know, you don't need something that's really all that complex. But, you know, when you're dealing with, I don't remember how many games we talked about in Blades of Steel, but when you're dealing with like, I don't know, like 10 or 11 games or something like that. We probably didn't have that many. It was probably more like 7. When you're dealing with a significant number of games, like it does take you a little while to kind of go through. That was really nice. I'm going to play more of this. It does take you a little while to go through them all and to be like, oh, okay, we want to use this clip. Oh, no, we don't want to use that clip, etc. So anyway, that's kind of what's going on with that. That's the reason why there was no sort of gameplay horsing around yesterday. But that was just one day. I figure that the vast majority of people who watch these videos anyway probably don't know because you're not, you know, paying attention to this channel every day the way that the person running the channel is. So that's kind of what happens. Going forward, kind of what the plan is I'm probably going to keep a lot of the history stuff focused on like actual replay. I've been talking about going back and doing some more Apple hockey. The reason why I've kind of waited is because oh yeah, take that, Huddy. Take that, huh? The reason why I've waited is because I want to do a little bit more research on the 93-94 season. So if you go back and you watch the first game that I did, it's pretty obvious. I don't know who anyone is. So I'm going to check that, or to correct that. Now, it would be nice. The thing about baseball is that I have stuff from the Society for American Baseball Research. which does a lot of biographies of players and stuff. So it's really easy in one place to like go and look and figure out, okay, who was this guy and what was important about him and all that other stuff. For hockey, I'm not aware of any like single resource for those biographies. Usually I end up using like Wikipedia, and so it might be a little bit different. But what I want to do is I want to get it to the point where I'm talking about what happened in individual games and where we're talking about certain players that were notorious. And, you know, while I'm not like entirely clueless about hockey during the early 1990s, I'm also definitely not an expert. I mean, a lot of this stuff was happening before I was like 10 years old, right? I turned 10 in 1994. People have been asking me about my age and stuff like that. That's kind of how old I am. That makes me kind of an old man now, I know. But in terms of like, you know, being like an expert on hockey from the 90s, that really is not the case, at least not right now. So the way that these sort of like replay projects tend to work is you tend to become an expert on the season after you've put a lot of time into playing it. The thing is that everybody knows about like the Lemieux, everybody knows about like the Gretzkys and, you know, like Jagr and, you know, guys like that, right? Everybody knows about like the big star players, right? Dude, what happened to my defense, man? Gretzky? What was that guy doing on the assist list? Man, you guys need to go hit him. You need to hit him hard, man. That was ridiculous. Gretzky, who's that guy? He's a nobody. Anyway, so but the thing is that like when it comes to, you know, the history of the sport and doing these replays and other projects with past seasons, the guys who you start to learn more about, oh man, we just barely missed that. The guys who you start to learn more about are the guys who are actually like not major players, right? You start learning more about sort of the guys who are the fringe players and stuff. And so that's where a lot of our focus is going to be. Now, as you know, I have access to a lot of newspapers. I don't have a hockey news archive subscription yet, but I do plan on getting one eventually, so we'll have access to a lot of that stuff as well. And so we can go through and look at this and do some of our own research. And anyway, that's kind of the direction that the channel is really headed in. So we're going to do the video game stuff on the one side, and then we're going to do, oh man, how did he save that? It was amazing. His body was going the other way. Anyway, I would be able to talk more coherently if I weren't playing a game at the same time. This is a lot more fun, by the way, with the one-timers. It really is. Take that, huh? Gretzky who? We don't pay any attention to no freaking Gretzky. Not around these parts. Anyway, so that's kind of what we're aiming at here in this channel. I love doing the research into hockey history, but like, as cool as the 1919 video was to make, as I kind of predicted, it doesn't have a whole lot of views, and it's because not a whole bunch of people are really that interested in hockey from the time period that they don't really know anything about. And so, instead of doing a whole bunch of that, we're going to look at some more modern stuff, and we're going to talk about some of the stories that end up getting lost. I think that's what the plan is going to be going forward, and then we'll kind of see where we go with there. There's lots of different, boy, I tell you, my goalie is really, really taking a risk there, but it ended up paying off. It ended up being okay. Shoot, that was really bad. All right. So anyway, that's what the focus is going to be in terms of like hockey history type videos. Is we're trying to make this as engaging as we possibly can. Right? I want to make sure that this is like full of engagement. This is also the reason why I'm going for the old Apple hockey computer game. I know a lot of people will tell me, hey, you can play action PC hockey. And I might actually do a little bit more with that in the future. My problem with it at the moment, oh man. How come that wasn't icing? Did they pass it in? I thought for sure that we're the ones who got rid of that. Well, this time it's definitely not. This time it's definitely them. Anyway, so eventually I might do more stuff with action PC hockey, although again, like the flow of the game is not something that I particularly like. So if you paid attention to the basketball channel, you know that I did a video recently using the Hoops basketball game, which is a board game. And it's similar in a lot of senses to action PC type games. Hey, that worked actually really well. How about that? Anyway, and it's kind of nice, except the problem is that you get a lot of this sort of like start and stop feel to it, right? Instead of like, you know, having it so that you're going to just play something like straight through, you end up with like, oh, I've got to stop for this or stop for that or whatever. And I mean, it's okay. It's not the worst thing in the world, but like we could do better than that. That's just the thing. Like there are games out there that have better flow. So like when it came to that hoops game, I felt like I was just doing a whole lot of like, oh, this guy has the ball now. Oh, that guy has the ball now. And you know, there wasn't a whole lot of like thought going into it. And anyway, I felt like it could be better. I prefer these text-based games that have like a lot of flowing action. 5-1 now. Hey, I'm actually pretty good at this game, right? I think that's what's going on. I think I'm actually really skilled. Anyway, that's the reason why I prefer Apple Hockey. I'm hoping to get a little bit more information about different players and stuff too first, so that I can sort of save my voice and not wind up like I did in the last video and like have no voice at the end. I was really tired after I did that one. So anyway. So that's what the plan is going forward. You can let me know your editorial thoughts and comments, of course, in the comment section, and I will make sure to entertain them and take them into consideration. Anyway, so we're going over here to the third period. This is probably the right time for me to tell you that if you enjoy what you see on this channel, if you want to see more of it, please consider financially supporting this channel, which is financially supporting me because I have a cast of one. It's just me. I'm doing all the editing and all the whatever. But yeah, if you like what you see, consider financial support. You can do a YouTube membership. You can support me on Patreon, where I've got a lot of hockey games uploaded, and there are more games coming. Or you can support me. Yeah, those are actually for this channel. Those are kind of your two options. Consider doing something like that to support. It really helps a lot. It goes a long way. And I'm going to keep making these videos as long as I possibly can, because to be honest with you, I really, really enjoy doing this. It's a lot of fun. Even if I lose, even when we lost to the Bruins, I thought that was a really fun series. Somebody was telling me, oh wow, this is amazing. Most YouTubers would like not admit that they lost or whatever. I don't know what's up with that. I actually think it's more fun if I lose, which is probably a good thing considering how I play. But, you know, I don't know. It's just, you can't be too proud, right? You have to be able to sort of go with the flow and be like, okay, yeah, this probably sucked. You know, maybe I shouldn't have done that, you know, and all that. Anyway, there's a lot of other cool stuff coming up too on the channel soon. Like I've been promising people we're going to play more 3D games. What did I get called for here? Slashing. Oh. Yeah, slashing. I mean, come on. The guy's got a stick. He's going to use the stick. You don't need to call a penalty. The other guy had a stick too. He can defend himself. I mean, geez, you know, you act like he doesn't have a stick. Anyway, I'm going to do more sort of 3D type games as well. We're going to eventually go to the point where we're doing like some topless, right? I don't know if we have a whole lot of like enough good hockey games on the NES to do like the top NES hockey games, right? But we definitely have enough on the Super NES and on the Genesis, so look for that coming pretty soon. I know that other people have done it, right? You guys can go watch like SNES Drunk and hear his opinions about like the best hockey games for the Super Nintendo or whatever. But SNES Drunk is not, I mean, he's more of a sports fan than a lot of the other video game guys that you'll find on YouTube, but he's not like a sports specialist, right? I mean, I don't know, his opinion's like a little bit different on the subject, right? He's probably going to be thinking more about like an RPG or something like that, right? Anyway, so yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff like that coming up in the distant future once we play through a whole bunch of games and have an opinion on a bunch of them. Yeah, so it's going to be a lot of fun. And so you definitely want to stick around. And then meanwhile, I am going to do some sort of project or other with one of these games. So look for whatever I come up with coming up eventually. I want to do like a season. That's what I really want to do. I wanted to do like a season with one of these games. Yeah, you see that? That's what you get, man. That's what you get for hooking me. I'd nail you in the back after the whistle. Right? You know why? Because there's nobody's fought with me, right? There is fighting in this game, but we haven't seen any of it. Good stuff. Yeah, we haven't, this is the whole thing. This is like advertised as this is going to be NHL 94 with fighting. And have we seen any fighting? No, we haven't seen any fighting at all. Ah, well. There are other mods out there, by the way, for this game. There we go. Well, you knew that was going to happen after the Montreal player was checked into the board or into the crowd like that. You know, you knew that there was going to be a fight coming. So anyway, there are, like I said, other mods of this game out there, including mods that like update it for the latest season and stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff to play with. I have heard a rumor, I think it was from Discord or something like that, but I heard a rumor that somebody might be working on a mod to make it so that you can play a full season mode with this game, like having it actually save your season. But right now, well, there are two reasons to prefer NHL 95, right, to NHL 94. There's that Gretzky guy again, man. What's up with that? I've been telling you guys, you need to hit him. Anyway, there are two reasons to prefer 95 to 94. One is because it's actually faster. It is faster. And the other one is because you can actually play like a full season. Yeah, interfere. Oh, no. Face off. Okay. You can actually play a full season with that game, and it will actually save like your stats and all that stuff. I mean, it's early EA Sports style, so it's not like the best thing in the world, but, you know, it's something. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of other games to play, and there's a lot of stuff that people have done to try to update the games and stuff. And so anyway, there's a lot of stuff that would be really, really cool to figure out. Oh, I love how it tells me the stars of the game just like that. Great, and we got all three of them. Yeah, take that, Gretzky. And overrated is right, man. Jeez. Good thing we chose Montreal, isn't it? Anyway, there you go. Okay, now we're done with this game. Exit game. Yeah, so there you go. Lots of stuff to talk about, right? We've got other historical things to talk about, Olympic hockey and stuff like that. So all sorts of crazy stuff is coming up soon. Stay tuned to the channel, and there will be a lot of cool stuff coming up, and it will be wonderful and magical and enjoyable and all that stuff. So anyway, talk with you guys later. Take care. Bye.